Hey, Picks and Parlays family. It is me, Detroit Lenny, with Tim Earl over here, and we are shooting hoops with Lenny and Tim. So, boom, bang, pow. There it is. Tim, are you more of a 3-point guy? You look like you're more of an outside shot kind of guy. I don't think you're dunking on anybody, are you?
No, I was more of a sit on the bench and get the players water type guy. No, I'm kidding. I didn't really play. If anything, I'm as a typical white guy. 3 and D, 3 and D, 3-pointers and defense.
Tim.
By defense, I mean fouling. So that works.
That's fair. You're pretty fly for a white guy. That was a song back in the day. You're pretty fly for a white guy.
No, I've heard that song. Okay. I'm not that young.
Well, I don't know. There it is. All right, folks, listen. Here's the deal. If you're watching, give us a like button. Hit the thumbs up button. Share us out. Tell your friend, tell your neighbor, tell your mail lady. Tell them all. Tell them all. We're here to talk nothing but the NBA. So, that being said, real quick, I'm going to do my housekeeping real quick, get it out of the way. If you have not already been or are a member of Morning Wood, you should be. Facebook.com/groups/Morningwood Picks. We're almost at 1,000 members. You guys should be joining. Get that up to 1,000. We're like right at that 900 member mark. Join. Tons of free content on there. Tons of contests. You win t-shirts. You can win sport my Morning Wood shirt right now. You can win t-shirts. You can win lots and lots of cash. There's all kinds of stuff. Plus, it's just a fun place to be. So, that being said, you guys, I know you're not a big live bettor. You got any live action? You don't really live bet. I know we talked a little bit about it prior to.
No, I'm not one to live bet. There is definitely money to be made live betting. I know Allie does her thing where one team goes down big, you bet them plus the points, wait for them to come back, bet the other team, and you just do the whole
get
right. a bunch of points on both sides or plus money on both sides, whatever you do. I don't live bet personally. Live action that I have right now, Cleveland +3, looking good, up 5 against the Trailblazers.
Yep.
My Orlando play was looking good at halftime, and then Orlando proceeded to score 10 points in the third quarter, 31-10 run for the Celtics. So that one's a loser. Now they're down 15 at this point, and that's just not a good spot at the moment.
4 minutes left, I think.
Yeah, that one's a loser. Currently sweating out this. I have the over in the Knicks and Pacers game. I have it over 218. Current live line is 215 area, so still need a little bit more. Maybe in overtime. I know that you have your overtime bet now. I had Washington.
Go ahead. Hold on real quick while we're still on that game. Me and Nick were backstage talking about what he had and about the Knicks and the Pacers and then over. And I looked at the live line, and there was a prop. Well, if the Knicks-Pacers go into overtime, yes or no? Yes was plus 775. So just for whatever and giggles, I said, I'll throw $5 on it just for the hell of it. And so sweating that out. There's about 7 minutes left. They're down 5. Knicks are down 5. So the over helps his over, or the overtime helps his over. And plus I'll win a little bit of plus 775. So go ahead, though. What else you got going on?
Washington has not shown up today. I have the under in that Atlanta game. I had the under, 218, I believe it is, and the current live line is at 230, so that one's a loser. And then I have Dallas.
That game is tied 72-72, so if it's a close game, hopefully with the over.
Doesn't help. I have the under in that
you have the
game.
Under?
Yeah, I have the under in the Atlanta game.
I thought you said you had the over.
Nope. So right now, hopefully this Pacer game goes over 1-0, 2-0 from Cleveland if they look good. Loser from Orlando, loser from Washington. So 2-2, 2-3. Most likely that Brooklyn game goes over. And I got Dallas Dallas going now, still in the first quarter, and then the over in the Golden State game. So still have a possible chance at a winning day, but it's not a good looking start to the day.
You got a lot going on, though. So,
I
mean, there's still a lot of time left in some games, too.
Yep.
Halftime, that Clippers-Minnesota game is 58-54. Clippers up by 4. that person that I married, aka my wife, she has in her dog pick of the day in the NBA contest on Morningwood, the Timberwolves. So
okay, that's not a bad option.
It wasn't the worst, but that is what it is. But let's say hello to, we do have Sox Bulls Bear in the chat. He's like, Dub Bulls, what up, players? What up, player?
What up?
Bulls 89-94, 4.5 minutes left.
Yeah, they're down 5.
Camera is super fuzzy for both of us.
Yeah, that's probably just you with bad connection, to be completely honest. I've experienced that before. That's probably you just either connect to Wi-Fi or reload us. Check your YouTube. Your quality could be at 144p.
Boys on Facebook.
That could be the same deal on Facebook.
Yeah, that's true. So if I was you, I'd click in and out of the video. You know, I'm the resident IT guy who picks some parlays. So my answer is log out
back off.
and log back in. I've always wanted to tell somebody to do that.
Or go on YouTube. That's another.
Yeah, watch us on YouTube. Yeah. We're on Twitter. We're everywhere right now. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. That's where we're at right now. Let's talk about something we briefly touched on Game Time Decision with you and your brother Nick. The NBA is COVID-19. There's a number of players out today with how do they call it? Health and safety concerns?
Health and safety. Well, health and safety protocol. My best guess be something involving there was something close to COVID, but they're not. They don't have positive COVID. And then there were some players that got ruled out tonight, like Tobias Harris on the Sixers. He got ruled out because he was positive for COVID-19. Yes, COVID's going to be an issue all year long. We're not going to get away from it.
Is it already an issue, though? That's what I guess more is my question.
I'm not sure if it's – I mean, yeah, it's already an issue. And the big thing is some of these players just refuse to get the vaccine. I know people have their own state of mind. If you're playing in the NBA or if you're doing something like this where you're around a lot of people, I don't care what side you're on for that, you should be getting it, or you shouldn't be playing. That's just the and the thing is, the NBA, the MLB, the NFL, they all have the right to do that if they wanted to. They just don't because, of course, NHL does it where I know there was the one Bertuzzi, the guy for the Red Wings.
Tyler Bertuzzi from the Red Wings, yeah.
He can't travel to Canada, but it's very similar to. I guess that's similar, but most of it is non-vaccinated players, and they're going to be the ones that are spreading and everything. So that's one of the big issues there. I'm not going to get into a whole big thing about it, but yes, it's already an issue. It's going to be an issue the entire year.
Fair enough. This is something that it's probably just, this is a personal question, Tim. So everybody that's watching, just either earmuffs if you don't want to hear me scream and yell, or I'm just going to ask Tim flat out, what the hell is wrong with the Detroit Pistons? I know Cade Cunningham's not playing yet. I know it's early in the season.
Yes, he is.
Did he play today? Did he play today? He hasn't played yet.
He didn't. No, he doesn't play. He didn't play today because they don't play today. He played last.
Well, yeah, I know. But is he in the lineup for tomorrow? I don't think he's played a regular season game.
He has played a regular season game. I'm going to pull up their last thing.
Pull up their stats.
Detroit. Nope. When was the last time they played? Detroit. Right here. Box score. Cade played. Yeah, he played the last 2 games. Last game, he did not start. Where is he? Well, he did not start last. He didn't play last game.
I didn't think he played last game. This has been a thing. I don't think he's.
Hold on.
I'm telling you, I don't think he's played yet.
He has played though. He has played. Because I remember I've seen his numbers before. He played on the 30th. He played on Saturday. He played 19 minutes. Shot 1 for 8, 0 for 5 from the field. He had 7 rebounds, 2 assists, a block. He's played
in 2 games this year. So I guess maybe overreaction on my part for sure.
Slight.
But it's getting a little frustrating with a team that we agreed. Everybody, not I say everybody, but that the Pistons could be in some situational spots, maybe a sneaky good team kind of thing. And I know it's been like a handful of games, but damn, do they look bad? Last night, they didn't even score 90 points. I think they scored 89 or 87 points when they played. They scored 89 points against the Bucks. I get it's the Bucks.
It's against the Bucks.
I get it's the Bucks, but it was at home.
And the Bucks were missing 4 out of the 5 of their starters, so that's kind of concerning.
Pile on, Tim. Go ahead, pile on.
No, this Detroit team, you shouldn't really expect them to be good just because Cade Cunningham plays a couple games. No, I don't expect them to be good. They're 1-6 this year. Their only win was against Orlando. So take that as you wish. No, they should not be good this year. I'm sorry to tell you that, but no, I'm not a believer in that one.
Ouch. Tim, breaking hearts everywhere. Sox Bulls Bears says Cade played last 2 games. Okay, he's played last 2. All right. Mm-hmm. He also says I started Cade last night for fantasy. Don't. I don't know nothing about fantasy basketball. I've never played fantasy basketball. But something, and there's some in local Detroit sports chatter. There's some talk about the coach, and is he like an issue getting these young players to jive kind of together and mesh, and there's no chemistry, it seems like. I don't know if it's too early to call for his head or, for a new coach or
anything. It's definitely too early. Definitely too early.
I don't know, bro. You don't know Detroit like sports people like I do. I'm telling you, we would call for his head right now. Escort him out of the building. But we overreact. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Next issue we want to talk about in the NBA. Yeah, right. Is some total trends. Yeah. We talked a little bit about this, some trends in the NBA, and one you picked out particular is with totals. Over, under, if they go into overtime, this, that, or whatever. I'll let you explain it a lot more smarter than I will, but tell everybody about that.
Yeah, the big one for this one is, I don't know if it probably has something to do with correlation in the new offensive foul instead of defensive foul with the bumping while shooting and all that stuff, and the flopping and that type of deal. But unders have been hitting like crazy. Coming into today, obviously don't include any of the games that are going on right now. 65 unders, 41 overs. Unders are hitting at 61.3% this year, which is a high rate. And they're hitting at even higher, 63.6% if the game does not go into overtime, which there's only been 7 overtime games this year, and I believe half of them have the Boston Celtics in it. So, you're getting a lot of unders, and the lines have been dropping because of that. You're barely seeing teams get into the high. Like I was looking at numbers for Total Chaos the other night, and coming into tonight. The team that was averaging the most amount of points was Charlotte. And normally, going through the season, you'd see some teams like Washington last year and Portland last year, Sacramento last year. Teams were averaging in the 120s, 130s, low 120s, high 120s in points. And the highest team, Charlotte, through the first, I know it's still early, 117.5 points a game. And that's the most in the league.
So are you attributing that to just because it's early in the season and not a lot of teams are gelling yet and they haven't caught their rhythm, hit a stride, so to speak? Or are you attributing, what are you attributing that? Is it the foul thing? What? Why?
I mean, the foul thing definitely helps with the unders.
Okay.
And I think teams just need to get more into the feel of things coming down the stretch. It's still early in the season, so you can, I guess, blame it on that a little bit. Teams need to start playing better, shooting better and stuff, but I'm going to blame it more on the foul situation just for right now.
Okay.
Because I think that's going to be the bigger impact at the moment, but it's definitely something to look at. And then looking at tonight's games, I mean, that Portland game's going to go under. The Boston game's 100% going under. The Chicago game, unless it goes to overtime, will probably go under.
2-point difference with that Bulls-Sixers game, 198, 30 seconds left.
And I don't like your overtime anymore for that Knicks game. It's a 13-point game now. I really wish I just took the Pacers instead. I was looking at it too. But you're seeing a lot of unders nowadays in the league, and that's just one of the things you're gonna have to account for. Is that it's definitely gonna be a trend. So
okay, fair enough. Let's jump over to tomorrow's games. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Okay.
Where you got any first takes? Just looking briefly, rushing through these games. There's only 5? I'll read them off to you. We only have lines on like 2 of them.
2.
And actually, I don't have a line on the Lakers. It's off my book, but
I'll
read them off to you. You tell me who's going to win, who's not, and why. What do you think the line's going to be roughly? Sixers at Detroit.
Coming off of back-to-back, I'm gonna guess, and Detroit's at home. I'm gonna guess it's probably a 5 to 6 point favorite for the Sixers, and around a 219, 220 line, maybe 215, anywhere from 215 to 217, maybe for the total. Obviously, I still have to look at numbers. Philadelphia is still playing, so I really can't judge that one just yet. It'd probably be a lean towards Detroit just a little bit. But in order to get that, I would have to get 6-7 points on that Detroit side.
Utah Jazz at Atlanta.
It's probably a Jazz spot. Atlanta's playing this will be the second leg of a back-to-back for Atlanta. They're traveling. They are playing in Brooklyn tonight, so they're going to travel from Brooklyn to Atlanta. So that one's going to be a little bit of a dicey spot there. Probably a look towards Utah. My guess is the line's probably going to be a 6, 7, 8 point favorite for Utah. Total of 220, 221 maybe. So it might be look towards the under, look towards the Jazz in that one. Still very early. I haven't first leans. I haven't bet any
initial reactions, folks. Mm-hmm. Initial reactions, just glancing over them. Some of these lines. This line though, Celtics and the Heat. Miami's looks like a 6. Is that say 6 points or 8 point? 8 point favorite, and total is 215. I'm blind as a bat, people. So bear with me. Celtics and the Heat though, 8 point. Heat are 8 point favorite. 215 total. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the Heat. That's not. I don't have it bet yet, but I'm gonna have it bet once the stream's over. This is a Heat spot. Boston coming off of a back-to-back. They're in Orlando now. They're going. It's not that long. Not a far trip at all. They're staying in Florida. But this is that's a spot where I'm going Miami. I think they win by double digits in that one. Miami's just been really, really good. 6-1 this year. This is definitely a Miami spot.
Side note, you might get to your total on the Knicks and Pacers, 111.96. Minute.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's at a 1.
You need like 10 points, right?
It's at a 10. It's at a 105. 205. Sorry.
207.
207. So I would need 11 points in the last minute and 17 seconds. I really don't see it.
It's possible.
Unless you get a lot of fouls.
Keep hope alive, Tim. Keep hope alive.
Yeah, I'm also being I'm also being realistic. I think if they play the foul game, because maybe if the Knicks still think they're in it for whatever reason, they play the foul game and do that already. But no, I don't really see it happening.
Fair enough. Houston Rockets at the Phoenix Suns tomorrow. Phoenix.
Yeah, this is probably a stay away spot.
Like nothing to do with this.
My guess is the total is going to be like 215, and the Suns at home against the Rockets are going to be pretty close to this. It's going to be a pretty same line to the next game we'll look at. And that's just way too many points. If anything, maybe lean towards Houston if I'm getting like 13, 14 points. But no, that's just not a spot I'm interested in.
The last game of tomorrow night is the OKC Thunder at the Los Angeles Lakers. Last I saw it, Lakers were about a 13-point favorite, 13.5.
217.5.
Yeah, tell me. I know you love the Lakers. I know you're a big Laker fan, Tim. Tell me where you're going with this one.
Under, and probably team total under for Oklahoma City. I do not expect much from this team. I wouldn't be surprised if Oklahoma City scored 88 points or something around that area. I'm just, even with how the Lakers have been playing, I don't see it.
Right.
I would also, under in this game, team total under for Oklahoma City, maybe a lean towards Oklahoma City. just because I think this is going to be a really ugly, low-scoring game. Obviously, LeBron James is always questionable. AD is always banged up. So we don't know really what we're getting out of that. So we'll see with it. But
fair enough.
I'm not. Yeah, this is probably a stay away spot.
Oh, yeah. Knicks Pacers 111-98 final.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, loser there. Loser already with the Orlando game. That one's finalized. What is that? That Hawks game's at a 227, but it's a 16-point game. Maybe the bench might get some blowout run and
garbage points.
Garbage.
Cavs final against Portland 107-104.
So that's a winner. Yeah. So that's one win for me. So 1 and 2 to start off. Most likely 1 and 3 with Washington. Most likely 1 and 4 with that Brooklyn game. At least Dallas is winning, and maybe the over. I could have a 3 and 4 day. So probably not a profitable day in the NBA, but hey, what happens.
Minnesota's up 2 on the Clippers. It's about halfway through the third, though, so don't get carried away.
That one's looking like it's trending over, too. I didn't bet that game.
Just 71-70. Clippers are up by 1, so that's going back and forth.
Yeah.
But that looks like a good game. Also, by the way, Richie P, he already hit.
Oh, yeah.
He already hit the like button, in case anybody was wondering. Also, some guy named Earl Sports says OKC to the NBA Finals. This is Tim's version of messing with his brother, saying Buffalo to the Cup.
That's Nick.
Yeah, this is Nick saying OKC to the NBA Finals, like Tim says on the hockey show, Buffalo Sabres to the Cup. So, brotherly love.
Oh, yeah. All
right, guys, we are here every Wednesday night talking all things NBA. Okay, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We are here every Wednesday night. Go over some games, go over some trends, who's hot, who's not, all that good stuff in the NBA. If you're looking for Earl Sports Bets, Tim and Nick Earl, go to Earl Sports Bets YouTube channel. Link is in the description. You should have already been subscribed to them, but if you haven't, you should subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Same thing with Picks and Parlays. Go to the YouTube channel, hit the like button or subscribe button, and hit the bell for notifications. OKC equals the Sabres. Yeah, facts. So that's going to do it for us. Good luck on all your bets unless you're against me. Otherwise, I don't know what to tell you. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey. I'll be here for Game Time Decision tomorrow, 3 o'clock Pacific Time, 6 o'clock Eastern. Me, Detroit Lenny, that guy, Tim Earl, and his brother Nick Earl. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care, guys. We're out of here. Good luck, everybody.
See you.